Welcome to A Foot's Perspective. It's brought to you by the Women of WearDated. Today's episode of A Foot's Perspective comes from our Kennesaw offices. I'm here with Annette Smith from our WearDated Warranty Service Department so she can demonstrate proper ways for dealing with carpet stains. So we're going to make a stain. And there you see a really nasty red stain. The most important aspect to taking care of a stain is using a blotting movement, not a rub movement. So be sure to blot. And Annette is using white paper towels. You could use a white cloth. But the benefit to using something white is that you can see whether your stain has been fully absorbed. So she continues with the blot motion. After blotting, the next step that she would take would be to spray the stain with some water, just basic water. So she's using a spray bottle and spraying that spot. And I asked her about whether to use the wide spray or the concentrated spray, and the beauty of the concentrated spray is that you can truly focus it in on that specific stain. She's continuing to blot. Now, it may be that at some point you'll want to use a detergent, but start with water. Water is your best ally. If you use a detergent, you'll want to make sure that you rinse that detergent out very, very carefully, and probably a lot more than you think. And the reason is that if any detergent stays in, it can attract more dirt later on. And as you can see, Annette is quite methodical with the blotting motion, and she simply continues. This will take longer than you expect, so just be prepared for that. A lot of the calls that Annette gets, consumers will express surprise over how long it'll take to remove a stain, but just keep at it. So a few tips to keep in mind. Attend to your stain as quickly as possible. Definitely use the recommended methods for that stain. And make sure you repeat the motion. Repeat that blotting until all of the stain has been removed. It may be that at some point you want to wet down the stain, put a stack of paper towels on that stain, and then use a heavy weight, perhaps a brick, perhaps a stack of books. But you would place your stack of paper towels. In our case, we're going to use a very heavy microscope, and you would leave that there for a period of time. You might check every 30 minutes to see whether there's any more of your stain factor or stain product that comes up, and then when it's all gone, then you're all set. So thank you for joining us for today's episode of A Foot's Perspective.